Something I hear all the time, even from other mental health providers, is if you just treat the other thing, insomnia will go away. And the other thing could be anxiety, depression, chronic pain, sleep apnea, trauma, stress, whatever. Just treat the other thing and there will be no more insomnia. And this is just wrong or it's incomplete. So there's a common assumption that insomnia is always secondary to some other issue. And sometimes it is at first. But what a lot of people don't realize is that insomnia can eventually take on a life of its own. Most people are going to experience temporary insomnia during a stressful period in their lives. It could be a negative stressor like a death or a job loss. It could be a positive stressor like retirement or having a baby. And a lot of those people will eventually go back to sleeping how they were once the stressor passes or once they adjust. And those aren't the people that come see me. And if you clicked on this video, it's probably not you either. For those people, for those other people, insomnia becomes chronic, entrenched, no longer tied to the thing that started it. The health scare has been resolved. The baby's sleeping through the night. The crisis is over. You've adjusted. And you're still not sleeping. So what's going on? Let's talk about how acute insomnia becomes chronic insomnia. By definition, chronic insomnia is difficulty sleeping, could be difficulty falling asleep, could be difficulty staying asleep, could be either, could be both. Difficulty sleeping at least 3 nights per week for at least 3 months. So once we're there, we're dealing with chronic insomnia. We're dealing most likely with more than whatever the original trigger was. So then people start thinking, oh crap, I'm still not sleeping. I have to fix this. And that's where real trouble begins. Now, many people who develop chronic insomnia were already prone to worrying about their health or their functioning or their well-being well before they ever had a sleep problem. So when their sleep changes, understandably, they become alarmed. And then they start doing things to solve the problem that actually are keeping the insomnia in place. And the more they struggle, the worse things get. And the worse things get, the harder they struggle. So in my experience, the 2 biggest insomnia culprits are, and this might not be what you think it's going to be, they are spending too much time in bed and trying too hard to sleep. Those are the top 2 things. People with insomnia can get very like my precious about their sleep. And they'll start going to bed earlier, even if it takes them forever to fall asleep. They'll wake up in the middle of the night and just lie there, trying like bloody hell to get back to sleep. They will sleep later when they can. They will lie in bed, just try to squeeze just a little bit more sleep out of the night. And all that is understandable. Like you have to figure if sleep is scarce, maybe I should give myself more opportunities to do it. It's not a ridiculous idea. It's just wrong. So your body has a drive for sleep. And that drive for sleep is what determines how much sleep you get and what the quality of that sleep is. The way that you build the drive for sleep is by being awake, being out of bed, being active. Spending time in bed works against your sleep drive. So that's time in bed. The other culprit is effort. And I don't feel like hardly anyone's talking about sleep effort, and it's all up and down insomnia. How hard are you working for your sleep? If you have insomnia, sleep can become all you think about. But effort and sleep tend to have an inverse relationship. The harder you try, the less successful you are. And the reason for that is to fall asleep, we have to disengage. We have to let go. We have to reduce effort, remove pressure, take energy out of the system. So once you're actively trying to do anything, including sleep, you're no longer disengaged. You're no longer letting go, reducing effort. We're putting energy into the system when we need to be taking energy out of the system. The other thing that happens is people start changing their lives to accommodate the insomnia. They cancel breakfast with their friend because they didn't sleep well last night. They cancel their morning workout because they didn't sleep well last night. They avoid all activities after a bad night because they're trying to conserve energy. Again, it all makes sense. None of it's illogical, none of it's ridiculous, but all that stuff feeds the cycle. Trying to make up for it is going to feed the cycle. So over time, insomnia stops being something that happened because you were anxious or stressed out or because you were in pain or another trigger, and it just becomes its own problem. And once it's become its own problem, it needs its own intervention. And that is one of the reasons I love behavioral sleep medicine, because treating the anxiety doesn't always fix the insomnia. Treating the pain doesn't always fix the insomnia. Treating the sleep apnea doesn't always fix the insomnia. Sometimes the insomnia needs to be treated directly. And the good news is that it can be. We have a really good treatment for insomnia. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBT-I. I will link a video on the end screen going into more depth about CBT-I if you're interested. And if this video was helpful, please subscribe for more evidence-based information about insomnia, as well as circadian rhythm disorders, hypersomnia, nightmares, PAP adherence, and other sleep-related concerns. I am planning to expand my content beyond just insomnia. And thanks for watching.